Catch a Vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, peace and love and welcome to another week of Catch a Vibe. Catch a Vibe airs every single Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on Pulse 95 Radio. Big House with you guys, and if you've missed any of the episodes, please go to YouTube or any streaming services. Just type in Pulse 95, Catch a Vibe. You'll be able to see all the incredible musicians, singers, songwriters that we've had on the show. It's been rejuvenating for me. I think I say this every single time. It's beautiful to see and get to know the artists. Catch a Vibe was created to humanize the singers, the songwriters, the artists, the musicians, to get to know the stories. Of course, you get to hear them, sing, but and perform. But we want to get to know them, and I think it's been pretty so far. With me today is a special guest for me. Whenever I see this artist live, whenever I see him on social media, there's one thing that comes to mind: hard work and hunger. It's incredible and very inspiring for me to see him perform. I'm not an artist, but to see him how hungry he is to achieve a certain type of excellence, I think this is what makes him unique. It's the hunger, but we want to get to know him. Singer, songwriter, Jaymie Deville. We're going to say peace and love, my brother.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me again.
Bless. I know it's been, I think I've had you on about a couple of years ago. And man, oh man, what a journey has been. Thank you for being on the show.
Of course, bro.
I think we got to start with what sparked music for Jaymie Deville. Like, why did you decide to pick music as a way to express yourself?
Oh, man. I would say that, obviously, going back to, the cliche things, earliest memories of music was from my family. Mm-hmm. My dad was heavy into blues. Loved blues music.
Nice.
So always used to play it through the house. So it was a normality to have blues around. And then later on in life, my stepfather, getting to know him, he was a lead guitarist and a singer in a band called Itchy Fingers. They're still going now, still going strong. They've been doing it for like 30 years now.
Insane.
And now my youngest brother is actually the lead guitarist in that band.
Really?
And he's only 16 years old. So shout out Dante. I'm sure he's gonna hear this. He'll see this. He'll freak out.
Shout out Dante.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose his mind when he hears that. So there's that. And that's pretty much how it happened, man. But I would say, back to your question, the thing that I loved most about music and the reason why I do it is because, when you hear a song that understands you, and then you sort of feel less alone, or you feel understood, right? It can be any art. It can be a poetry, but mostly for me it was music, through like lyrics and music and emotion of music, and I would catch the feeling from the artist, and I'm like, okay, he understands or she understands now what I'm going through. So then that makes me feel like I'm not so alone with my thoughts, and it can save people's thoughts and their lives.
Facts.
So that's what hit me the most, and that's why I'm like, maybe I can do that.
Wow. That was where you? How old were you when that hit you? And who were you listening to?
Yeah, see, I wasn't even that young. I was about 19 or 18 at that time, or I was a teenager, man, and I was sitting in my parents' garage, when everyone was gone from working or whatever. I'd finished school, and between 18 and 19, Mum let me take a year off, like without working or anything.
Bless.
Which, thank God for Mum. She's so cool.
Bless.
But like that, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have put the time into learning the guitar and playing music. That was definitely, now that I look at it, I mean, obviously when I was a young kid, there was always the buying the CDs, listening to Usher, listening to Michael Jackson, freaking out, seeing Usher on the DVD or something and freaking out, right? Yeah. That was the earliest memories of me being like, oh, like, that's cool. But I never really was like, okay, I'm going to do that, Then later on, the music just sort of found me, and that was around that time when I had time to let it sit on me. Like, I was like, okay, well, what am I? I've got nothing to do. Mum's let me do nothing for a year. Better make something of myself. So I was like, hey, look at this song. Look at this song. Look at this song. Look at this song. Look at what I made. And you know, they were trash. Like like everything I did was terrible at that time. But she just cheered me on, and as a great mom does. And
bless.
Bang.
It feels like it was like a calling. Then, if that's the case, like how you think that music came to you, or you like pursue music?
Man, you know what? Like, as much as I hate to say it, I wish, you know me. You love basketball too. You're a hooper.
Yeah.
I'm basketball. I'm a basketball guy first, right? But I mean, if anyone knows me, I mean, you can't see me here, but if I stand up, I'm the same size. All right, guys. Like, I'm a tiny man. All right.
Bless you.
I think the only person that I think I'm definitely taller than is Kevin Hart, but that's about it. So yeah, but you know, obviously the basketball thing didn't work out for me, and that was really my thing from when I was like 2 years old up until.
Passionate about it.
Really, man. Like I was like, I'm gonna make it as a basketball player, man. You know, but that didn't work out. And I guess the next thing was music. It wasn't like oh, that didn't work out. Okay, then let's just fall on plan B. It was more like, what am I gonna do? I have no idea. And then just being a dumb teenager trying to discover myself as a person, not knowing left from right really. And then the music just, I guess it just, you stumble upon things in life, don't you? Sometimes when you're not looking for things, it comes, doesn't it?
100%. I agree. You mentioned a couple of names right there. Usher, MJ. Like who else were you listening to?
Ooh, I was listening to, at the time, I listened to a lot of City and Colour.
No way.
You know City and Colour?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Because, like, I know Baylooney loves City and Colour as well.
Shout out to Baylooney, yeah.
So I know he loves that. And that's why we actually got along as well.
Wow.
Because of that. But that's why I learned a lot of his Dallas Green's music. All of the songs, I learned them all, and I was playing them. And I was loving the sad stuff, man. I don't know. I wasn't like a sad dude. And I'm not an unhappy guy. But I really like those sad songs, man.
Emotions,
I really loved them, like when I was growing up. Now I don't listen to sad songs as much. I'm more about the groove, but that's because like I'm surrounded by in Dubai all these buildings and money and all these things, and it rubs off on you as an artist, right? So that my influences, they've changed over time, and they will continue to change. But I think it's super R&B heavy at the moment, though.
R&B heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, look, listen. I know we just started this, but I gotta really get your opinion about the state of R&B right now. What?
It's on fire right now, bro.
Amazing. Okay, so it's cool that you think that, because a lot of people, like the P Diddy's of the world, think that right now the state of R&B is a bit tough. There's a lot of people that, where's the old R&B? What are your thoughts on that?
Listen, you guys aren't looking hard enough for starters. All right,
Facts.
You are, and you know what? It's actually really hard to find good music nowadays too, because there's so much music out there, and it's one of those things. It's like you used to be able to go to the shop and listen on the headphones and listen through some songs and go, that's a banger on there. I'm going to buy this album. That's gone now. Now it's just, let me dig through Release Radar, let me dig through Spotify playlist, whatever it spits out at me, and then if I play the first 10 songs on the way to work and they're not, I don't like them, R&B's dead. No, you're not looking. You
100%.
know what I mean? Like
the process changed. Very interesting. It's been like 7-8 minutes, and I'm really loving the conversation so far. You released a new EP, Night Mode. I want to play a record from this EP. You're the radio host. You pick the record.
Hard to forget.
Hard.
Can we do it?
Oh yeah,
it's clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's clean, we'll make sure it's clean.
I think that's the only one that might be actually.
Oh, okay. What is this record about?
So this record is about seeing the good side in someone.
Oh wow.
But the relationship being so bad.
Oof.
Like when you see,
nice.
with any person, say someone you owes you money or whatever, something, but you're like, you know what, he's a legend, like, or she, I love her for this, I don't like her for this, but something you just about I like to see the good in someone.
Nice.
That's what that is.
That's what's the record about.
That's what the record's about.
Interesting.
Yeah, because in the verses, I'm actually sort of saying more. I'm talking about I'm talking about it in the future, as in I'm looking back at it. But then the hooks are in the moment.
Ah, nice.
So you'll be able to, now that you guys know that, you'll be able to listen in your own way. But that's my
interpretation.
But
on
whatever you guys wanna, if you guys listen to it and you take it another thing, be my guest.
Love
that's
it.
That's what music is. So
We're gonna play this right now. We got Jaymie Deville, an incredible singer songwriter. We are an artist, but again, it's the hunger. You can hear it right now in the voice and the vibe. Keep it locked. Do not go anywhere. We got Jaymie. He's gonna be performing live for us up next.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse 95.
You heard that right, only on Pulse 95 Radio. Catch a vibe every Saturday and Sunday from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kind of very refreshing to do this. I remember when I spoke to Pulse 95 Radio and the Sharjah Broadcast Authority and pitched this show. It was exactly it was tough, but when they agreed, 46 episodes later, you feel like you're doing something, and the artists that come in here, the songwriters, the singers, the music enthusiasts, they truly do rejuvenates me. Like this brother right here, we are with singer-songwriter Jaymie Deville, who is who when I see him and when I hear him talk about music, generally about life, it rejuvenates me. And I think this is why Catch a Vibe is really important. Jaymie, let's talk about the songwriting process. Take me through the evolution of a songwriter, because you take pride in being a songwriter. Obviously, you're a singer-songwriter. Tell me about the songwriting process for Jaymie Deville.
First of all, man, it's very rejuvenating to be with you as well.
Bless you.
I was just saying, like, guys, everyone at home, that when I don't know if you guys have ever met Big Hass before, but if you ever get the chance to have a chat with him and like be one-on-one with the guy, I dare you to try have a bad time with this guy. It's very hard, and the energy is always on point, bro. So, God bless you, man.
It means a lot.
Yeah. So, what was the question? Sorry.
It's like what the songwriting process for Jaymie. How do you approach a song? How does the writing come to you?
I would say that there's for me there's like there's three main ways that happens.
Okay.
And I don't really like. All right. I'll run you through them real quick.
Okay.
So there's the magical from the heavens way.
Nice.
Where like the song comes.
They flow.
The song comes.
That happens with you.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, only that's only. You know what it is? It's when I'm not working so much, and when I'm not creatively zapped. Which I find that is impossible for me at the moment.
Yeah.
But, I feel like, if you're working as a musician, everyone, all my musician friends and singers and artists out here in Dubai, or whoever's listening right now in Sharjah, you guys will know there's a magical sweet spot of how much gigs you should play a week, or how many shows you should do, without being burnt out enough to have the creative energy when you come home to actually get that idea, the magic ideas.
Nicely said.
And most of those, the nicest ideas, the ones that come from wherever, they're always the best ones. But they're so few and far between that if you sat around waiting for those, you would never make any music. So,
that was deep.
That is something that I struggle with, because obviously I like to work a lot, and I'm trying to be an example of someone who doesn't like, hey, by the way, you can make money from music. Your whole life can be completely financially supported from your music.
Yeah.
You don't need to, just because someone makes you feel a certain way about it, or what's your real job, these silly questions that we get asked.
Yeah.
As artists and as creative artistic people,
100%.
It's like, this is the sort of whole thing. So I think back to your question, the second other way is forcing it out.
Yeah.
So like the John Mayer approach, so how you just sit there and just do it.
Yeah.
And just force it out, play something and just say whatever on the track, or make a beat, something that I sort of make beats as hobbies, like as a hobby, like when I'm like feeling it, I'll make a beat. I'm like, oh, I got 30 minutes, let me make a beat quick. Most of the time they're garbage, but like but they're fun, so I'm like, all right, this is cool, this is fun, I'm enjoying this. But maybe every now and then I'll get like a hard to forget beat, and I'm like, ooh, you know, that's for me. You know, I'm keeping this one.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back and I'm like, oh man, I guess we'll never know. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is definitely something. And then that's it. It becomes a song. That is one of 100. That the 100 others didn't beats that just were 8-bar loops. They'll forever remain there with cobwebs and on the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the hard drive. So there's that, and then there's also the other way, which is I find that, which is a weird. It's kind of similar to the first way, but it's anyone that's creative will know what I'm talking about. The moments just before you go to sleep, or just before you wake up, you're in like this weird subconscious state. You know when maybe you might say something, you know, and you wake yourself up, or you know, like this.
Yeah.
But you might get an idea.
Crazy.
But you have to have the willpower to get up and spit the idea into the phone.
Nice.
But then that's the first challenge. The second challenge is actually getting the idea to make sense when you're awake.
Wow.
Because like you can say half asleep, blah, 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 mumble something into the phone, and then you wake up the next day and you're like,
what was that?
What key is this? What BPM is this? What is going on? I don't understand what the beat is. Like
insane.
So you have to like sit there and go, it's like this type of beat. It's like this. It's in this key. Grab the guitar, quickly do something, and you're wide awake now. And it's like 4 a.m, and you're like, what am I going to do now? Hopefully it was a good idea.
This is insane, what you just said. Which process are you, like, do you fall more into? Like,
well, because I'm working so much, I'm in the second one. I'm in the second pile all the time now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And I gotta say that, you know, when we talk about Jaymie Deville, like I said, it's the energy and it's this hard working mentality. It's the hunger. Like this, I remember meeting the first time Jaymie Deville. I think he was performing 3 times in one night or something like that. I was like, what? And he approached that event, you know, that I was curating. I think with the Harmony guys. Shout out to them. And it was like this was your third. Like you just came up from performing two gigs, and I think this is really remarkable, the hunger. But yeah, really interesting what you said about the songwriting process. I gotta play you this. What does this record mean to you? How many times?
This is like the beginning, man. This is like
It's the beginning.
I need to get back in this bag though as well. Like I miss this.
How many times? I gotta tell you something interesting. You know, this record is on rotation on Pulse 95 Radio.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Yeah, it's like it plays like at 3:30 a.m. in the morning. It don't matter.
Thank you, bro.
We have actually we got the cover. For you, I think for 112 only you that get played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have.
All right. Okay.
We have Never Be the Same. We got
yeah.
Style, and of course we got you know the On the Way with the lot. And we want to definitely add more. And these are like all records on rotation for Jaymie Deville. Before we hear you play, what does that like coming from how many times when you say it's the beginning? We were talking about evolution of Jaymie. In what way do you think you've evolved from how many times till now?
I would say it's the production.
Production.
It's the whole arc.
That's my favorite part, by the way.
Tino in the background.
Yeah.
Shouts out Tino.
Shout out Tino.
Tino's about to drop a banger, by the way.
Man, I love Tino. I miss him.
Tino, guys. My guy Tino is from Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
He's a Samoan guy. He's one of my best friends. He's about to release a song called Lullaby. Everyone's trying to get this guy. So you know Alan Stone, right? Everyone's trying to get. He's coming to Melbourne. So everyone's trying to get Tino on his support show. So he's dropping this like one of his biggest tracks, which is called Lullaby, and it's so you gotta.
Tino is.
I'm gonna get you that track, and you'll be playing it over here.
Please do.
It's a banger, bro.
Please
it's
do.
like Chris Stapleton type of soul stuff, man.
Yeah.
You've heard Tino.
Yeah,
sing
I
before.
heard Tino sing.
Crazy. Segue there.
So no, that's cool. I mean, in terms of evolution, what would you say is like the biggest for Jaymie?
I would say
production. We talk about production.
The production changed. The production. So I'm a product of my environment, man. So when I wrote How Many Times,
Yeah.
the hook of that, it was in like 2015, right? So I was around more of that nature and these things. That's why it has a more of a woody tone, you know.
Interesting.
So now with the new stuff,
Yeah.
everything that's gone on from then until Night Mode has been the journey of me trying to discover what it is that I wanted to create myself, as in like have no one else do it
Yeah.
and be like, you know what I mean? I love all the other stuff too.
Yeah, of course.
And all the stuff I made with Bailuni's Fire, like
Yeah.
The Room, For the Money, like all
Yeah.
those style, like I love all those songs. Lies.
Lies.
I really
wow.
do love those songs too, in their own way. But this project was the only one that, besides On the Way, obviously with Talal, was the only one that I was like, let me just try and write stuff and do stuff just what I want.
But it's yeah.
You know,
It's
and
remarkable
have
because obviously 4 years. It took me like about four years or so to reach that, right?
Yeah, like the arc was from 2019 until 2023, and I guess being in Dubai with all the, you know, the buildings, the luxurious venues, the skyscrapers, the nice cars, the money,
The lifestyle
the
itself.
lifestyle. I'm always out and about and I play all the time. I'm always at events and doing things, meeting new people, celebrities, all that sort of stuff. It's a flashy life,
Yeah.
right? So, and also I'm a huge fan of cinema, movies. So
Love that.
Night Mode is a compilation of me living in Dubai and becoming a man in Dubai, and Dubai giving me my life, and then also being able to afford nice things because I'm in Dubai.
Yeah.
And then that obviously rubbing off on the music, but also me sort of being inspired by amazing movies and directors, and you know, movies like the new Batman movie,
Wow.
Tenet, you know, all these, you know, any movie with an incredible soundtrack, I'll just come out of it being like, oh my god, you know,
Inspired.
this is amazing, you know, and it just. That's how I actually wrote Death of Me, which is the last record.
Wow.
That's how I wrote it. I finished watching the Tenet in the cinema,
Really?
and I left and I wrote that song. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna talk about that. But we got you on the guitar right now.
Yeah.
That electric guitar. Cool. Yeah. Wait. Show it again. Show it to the camera. Cool.
It's seen a lot of gigs. This thing.
What can you perform for us?
I'm gonna do something from the new from Night Mode.
Okay.
Track number 3 is called Space, and then we'll throw it back and we'll do something from
Space.
back in the day.
Okay. This has happened a couple of times already, where I hear a record, and then the artist plays it live, and I change like how I feel about this record. Does that make sense to you? Like sometimes, you know. So I don't know if I'm gonna be. So Space, I have a certain thing I feel. I'm about to hear it live. Obviously, Jaymie Deville, but go check out the whole EP, you guys. It's all on streaming. Jaymie Deville on Pulse 95 Radio. Catch a Vibe. Take it away, my brother.
All right. Waiting for the right time, waiting for the right sign to tell you that I'm moving on, tell you that I'm moving on. Now, coming down on a red eye, you try to call me on a late night, leave your message at the tone. You tell me you're feeling like this has come to an end. This ain't the message I wanted to send. Remember the time when you needed to stay. Now it just feels like you're always so far away. Baby, I just need some space. Yeah, I just need some space. Baby, I just need some. Really what I'm trying to say is to same things, different day. My baby, this is not the way. You know I need some stimulation, yeah. I'm not a fan of playing games, so I'ma give it to you straight. I think you're getting in the way. So baby, listen when I say, to what I say, yeah. We can't go back to the time that we met. We got no love, baby, don't you pretend. We coming down on a final descent. 'Cause way too long I've been feeling this way. Way too long I've been feeling the same, no. 'Cause I just need some time, no. I just need some space. Can I get a little bit? Oh, baby, I just need some space. Little bit of baby, I just need some space.
Wow.
So can I get a little bit
Man, oh man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. Look, it happened again.
I messed up like one chord, but it's alright.
No, but I mean, for me, it took me on a journey. It was really interesting. Obviously, with the electric guitar, with your voice, man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, we are with Jaymie Deville. We just heard this record, of course, definitely part of the EP. Go check it out, called Night Mode. Can we play how many times right now?
Yeah, sure, bro.
No, I mean like on the radio.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely, I get you. I want you to perform it live, but let's play how many times on the radio.
Don't have to ask my permission, bro.
No.
You're the boss.
Blessings and peace. Jaymie Deville, an incredible singer-songwriter based here in the UAE, out of Australia, of course, and somebody who's really very passionate, and it just really refreshing to see. We're going to be right back. Keep it locked. Do not go anywhere.
Catch a vibe with Big Hass, only on Pulse. Pulse 95.
On Pulse 95 Radio, ladies and gentlemen, Big Hass right here on our 45th episode. Man, 45 episodes so far. It's been beautiful. And I think I make it a point to name every episode in terms of the numbers so that we can reach maybe 100, 1,000, 10,000 episodes. I don't know. We'll keep going. The cool thing about Catch a Vibe is that obviously singers, songwriters, musicians, music enthusiasts, curators, anything related to music and art, we got you right here. Today's guest is a special one, Jaymie Deville. I've been here for 6 years, and it's incredible. One of the most hardworking artists that we have right here in the country. But most importantly, it's been amazing, Jaymie. I think I didn't tell you that before, but it's been amazing to watch you evolve and grow to where you're at right now. I feel we were talking about your evolution. I feel for me, and I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I feel you're loving the music more, and I feel you're getting into it more. From a perspective of a fan, I feel that you're understanding it more. Again, I don't know how I explain that, but that's how I feel in terms of you're just, and that will result in getting better, because as an artist, you know this, you're only gonna get obviously better, and you're gonna learn, you're gonna keep learning, right? You're a student of the game.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about you. But Jaymie, let's talk about the EP for a bit. Released 3 weeks ago?
Yep.
Night Mode. Tell me about the process of the EP. Obviously, you released a couple of tracks from it before you drop all of it. But tell me about Night Mode as the process. When did you start writing it as an EP? And when did you decide you want to drop an EP?
The ideas for Night Mode started a few years ago.
Okay.
And it was just a product of living in Dubai,
right,
and all that. So, and also it touches on previous toxic relationships, bad relationships with women, and trying to learn how to deal with it. So that is it's a bit of a like therapy session for myself as well.
I was going to say that with records, do you feel you're some sort of you're making yourself feel better when you let all these emotions out? You said about toxic things,
Man,
for
for
example.
sure. But not only that, man, I feel like as well, like any artist out there, anybody that's releasing music or is sitting on a pile of music, or if you are a writer and you're sitting on a book or you haven't got an idea off your chest, get it out ASAP. If you're having writer's block, it's because you haven't released it. There's a reason why it's called release.
I never thought about it this way.
It's not called dropping, you know what I mean? It's called releasing.
Yeah.
You release your art from you to someone else, to other people. That's the whole point of art. If no one is to see art, what is it exactly?
Do you ever face writer's block?
Yeah, I think everyone does.
Yeah, and is it because you haven't released? Like, is it mainly
because I didn't release?
Interesting.
So as soon as I released Night Mode, I swear, after 3 days, I was back ready to write music. Like, because it was like, oh, I did it. I'm done with this. I'm finished with this.
Yeah.
Like this mood and this era that I am in, that I was living in for so long.
It's very interesting.
That I'm now moving on from that, and it's now for you guys to enjoy.
Wow.
And that's why a lot of artists, you might think that as an artist, you know, you might speak to an artist later on down the line and they're like, oh, the stuff that they did before, they don't like as much as the stuff they're doing now. That's because they're not going through that anymore. And that art is for people that are going through that.
Damn.
That's all it is, bro. That's what music is.
Yeah.
So like we're leaving pieces of ourselves out there, and then the right people over time will hopefully find it. And then when they find it, they'll feel less alone. They'll feel better about themselves or feel more understood. And then maybe they might save a life or two or make people inspired to do something themselves. So
wow.
That's
you
it.
spit in Jews. I got to give you a big round of applause for that. No, I love that. Wow. No, seriously, that's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Earlier we were talking about the state of R&B. And you know, we were talking, you said something interesting. Obviously the music is there, but we're not like looking hard enough. One of the cool things about Catch a Vibe is that I allow the artist to give me music to play on the radio, part of the break. Someone locally, internationally, regionally, someone that they're friends, whatever it is, as long as it's clean, we're good to go. I want to give you the same thing. I want to give you the same platform. I understand you have you have a name that you have a group that really you want to tell us about. So please, Jaymie, tell us.
All right, guys, you ready for this?
Ready.
So R&B is not dead, and I'm tell you why. There's guys like C&G kicking around right now in the world. If you guys want to listen to good R&B,
yeah,
you're about to hear it right now. Listen to these guys. They're C&G. Cairo and Genius. I'm pretty sure that I got that right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cairo, if we got that wrong, bro. But Cairo and Genius. Genius is a producer. Cairo is an artist.
And they're from Australia.
Yep, they're from Sydney. Man, they're so fire, and you guys are about to see why. R&B is not dead. It's alive, baby, and it's coming out of Sydney. Yep, straight into Sharjah. Let's go.
I mean, I'm telling you. So, CNG, your music is playing on UAE Radio, on Pulse 95 Radio, thanks to Jaymie Deville. We're gonna play Can't Live Without You. Let's hear a little bit of it because that's the vibe. Jaymie, I mean this. CNG, ladies and gentlemen.
Fire.
And it's because of Jaymie Deville that we got introduced to this, and I love it. Out of Australia to the world, Can't Live Without You. CNG on Pulse 95 Radio. We will be right back. We are with Jaymie Deville. Let's go.
Catch a Vibe with Big S, only on Pulse 95.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Catch a Vibe with me, Big Hass, and man, oh man, it's been a beautiful episode so far. We're towards the end. We are with singer-songwriter Jaymie Deville, who is an incredible artist, really. And we just heard Can't Live Without You by C&G out of Australia. Thank you so much for telling us about them, man.
It's so good, bro.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Really,
I love
really
my
cool.
R&B stuff.
If they are listening right now, what do you tell them? C&G.
Just keep going, boys. Keep going, man. Keep doing it for us Aussies, man. Making me proud out here.
100%. Okay. Towards the end, I gotta talk and I gotta ask you, what has been the biggest milestone in Jaymie Deville's career so far?
I would say biggest milestone personally for me is not really about anything other than just self discovery and goals. I would say being able to produce something myself and like actually say, hey, I did this on my own, you know. Yeah. Was more of just for my own goal, just to tick that box of saying, I didn't know how to do this before, now I know how to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just another thing that I can add to my tool belt, you know, and then, you know, because my goal is, I don't, you know, obviously want to be playing the cover shows and these gigs for that much longer. Obviously, this is how I make my money. But it's not a goal. You know, it's not a goal. It's just my bread and butter, right? My goal is to be able to walk into rooms with people and make music with them that people love, you know. And I think like along the way, being in Dubai, I've been able to get live exposure and experience, and like time, like 10,000 hours playing and singing, right? I've definitely done that. You know, I've done more than that, maybe double actually. You know, it's been like 12 years of just constantly playing gigs.
Yeah, grinding. Yeah, 100%.
So, but I'd say that's more of the biggest milestone for me. Not really like about numbers or anything like that, man. I don't really, you know, numbers are all good, but it's like they're just numbers on the screen, and you don't really. It's hard to put that to people as well. Like I love it when I see like someone will message me and tell me something that's how my music impacted them.
100%.
Or like there's this guy like Sean, and he's like a BMX rider, or he's like a bike rider, and he's from like somewhere crazy like Switzerland or something, and he sends me videos of him like listening to my music and like mountain biking like down this icy ass mountain.
Wow.
And you know, like things, and I'm just like, whoa, like my music is there. I'm a part of that guy's life. So much so that because a lot of people that, you know, it's one thing to listen to someone's music and like really like them and be like, all right, they're cool, I'm a fan.
100%.
But then it's a whole other thing to reach out and say, this is what happened when I listened to your music. This is what your music means to me.
The song impacted him or her.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is.
They're like the 1%ers, you know, but they're not that, they don't come through that often. So please, you guys, if you're out there, like, don't be shy. I'm a nice person. Just drop me in, please. I love that. I love that stuff.
Drop in a DM. No, but I love that you said that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that is cool. I was asking you about the biggest milestone, and you said it's about production that led to, you know, that. I think I was around when you started getting into production, talking to you about it. Like, you know, you worked with, you know, producers around, and then you started. What was it about you getting into production as a singer that kind of made you pursue it more? Because not everyone has this hunger. Like I know maybe some rappers want to become producers so that they can do like the production, the rapping, the mixing, mastering, like a Russ kind of vibe done. But for singers, it's more like a, you know, like, okay, I'll let someone else produce. What was it about production that led you, okay, you know what, I want to, what was why the hunger there?
Well, because it's very hard to try and sonically explain yourself to another person.
Facts.
It's so hard. It would be like me giving you a paintbrush and then being like, all right, man, I want this like an apple, but I want it to be like this and like this. And then by the end of it,
airplanes flying in.
It's always going to be an apple, but it's not going to be exactly how you wanted it.
Your apple.
It might be 50% different to how I would have wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. And me having to explain it to you ruins it. Like, now, not in every situation.
100%.
This is completely like situational based, right? Like, most often than not, being in a room creating with other people is a great thing, and actually I prefer it. But if you don't know how to explain or articulate yourself and actually speak the language and be able to show someone, you may as well just talk to the wall, because you gotta be able to be like, if you don't have an instrument or you can't just sing it out, because you can't just sing out a sound, you need to explain the sound.
Yeah.
And then how do you explain the sound? All right, then instead you could just go, it would be like this piano if it was reversed, and then this with distortion and this and that. And then they're like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. I know what you mean.
Interesting.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
And then you can get there way faster. And then that's when, if you're with a producer that knows what they're doing, that's when things can get crazy and really awesome.
Insane that you said. Are you proud of yourself for going through that?
Yeah, I am, man. I am, because you know what? I feel like life is so weird, man, with things. It's only in these moments that you kind of go, oh, I guess I did do that.
Yeah.
But like I've always, like, it's hard to stop for a second and go, hang on a minute.
Yeah, 100%.
I did do this, but you never really completely think you're all the way there, because you never are with life, right? You're always on a journey. Even to the day that we pass, we will still feel like we didn't maybe do enough or whatever, or hopefully we do. But, I think the creative journey is just an endless discovery, and you don't really ever get to a finish line and go, oh yeah.
Yep, 100%. I mean, I remember Nipsey Hussle talking about life as a I mean, rest in peace. He, life as a marathon, and obviously goes on. Incredible. Okay, before we hear you, obviously play one more time. The UAE music community, what are your thoughts about it? Like, what are your, as somebody who's been involved here, you see the singers, you see the songwriters, you see the artists, you know the vibe. What are your thoughts about it from somebody who's in it?
Now, I'd like to get your opinion on this as well.
Go ahead.
If we have time for it.
Yeah.
I've got my opinion.
Sure.
That is, I would say it's...
harsh?
It's an unpopular opinion.
Tell me.
But you know what? I don't want to sound like a cynic or anything.
Huh?
But I don't want to sound like be negative about it, and I don't want to start off on a negative tone. Negative tone. But what I will say is, I think that this place, you got to give it its credit, because it's so young, right? I don't know any other place on earth that's 40 years or 50 years,
50, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then look at what's going on.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Like, you have to.
Of course.
Amazing.
100%.
Especially Dubai. And now Saudi. It's going to probably take over with all this stuff. What they're doing over there. Amazing.
100%.
So, it's growing. There's an amazing community. The people are amazing. The creative scene, they're amazing. We have great talent.
But
there's a lot of love.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fairness. I feel like there's less people ripping each other off and these things that used to happen.
Okay.
It's not so cowboy-like anymore.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
But most of the time we're getting paid and everything's fine.
Okay.
On that side of things, all good. There's another side of it that I find that I think is not just in the UAE, but in Australia, in America,
okay,
everywhere really, is that seems to be like a sense of like everyone has like is very narrow-minded on the possibilities of musical culture in a city, and we're not listening to the city. We are enforcing on the city what you think they should be liking based off of data that you don't have, because you're not in the trenches like we are. You're not out every single night with people that love house music, that are at surf club, that love R&B, that are in the clubs, you go to the club, man. What are they listening to? Hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna listen. I don't mean this in the wrong way. If you go to the club right now, are they playing Arabic hip hop?
No.
If you go and listen to anyone play live music here in the place, what is it? R&B?
Yeah.
Or house music, or pop music.
The cool thing, what you're saying is actually makes sense.
So
it just depends. It depends where you're going. Like for Arabic hip hop,
it does.
There are some people right now. There are some some tunes out there that's making like a big splash, and it's crossover, to that. But 100%.
No, I do understand, as in like, obviously in the Arabic community, and with this, the Arab hip hop. Obviously, you're a huge advocate and a huge supporter of it, which you're a legend for it.
Bless.
But we do see it, and we know, but we this is a melting pot of expats.
Yeah.
It's like 80 or 90% or whatever it is, expats, right?
Yeah.
These people don't listen to Arabic hip hop, bro.
Facts.
It's just the facts,
and
all right?
Yeah.
And they listen to R&B and hip hop and house music. So can we please just like actually think about what this place will actually consume if you really let it like tell you a story about what it is. Just go out and have a look. This place is full of people from the UK and Australia and US and Canada and Russia and all this, and they love R&B and hip hop, bro. All these people that I go out and see, they can't stop thinking and talking about it, and they love the old school stuff.
I think I really appreciate what you said. I think it's interesting. There was a band
I'm
called.
probably biased though. Yeah.
No. There's a band called Kairouki. They're out of Egypt, and Kairouki, when they came here for the first time, I think a couple of years ago, they had 8,000 people come up, and people were like shocked, right?
Whoa,
they're from Egypt, right? And people were like, see, they built an empire in Egypt, and when they came here, all the 90% of the crowd was Egyptians, and so they made an impact. So to your point, I get it. To your point, still the UAE hasn't figured out what the sound is. Like when you talk about the UAE music, I think someone like Abri you need to mention in terms of like what he was able to do.
Yeah.
Like a legend, what he was
Literally.
able. Yeah, incredible, right? But I still think that he deserves more flowers
For
because
sure, bro.
He's Emirati, but he sings in English. Hence why he's not getting the flowers 100%.
He's like our Marvin Gaye.
Man,
he's like he's the most soulful brother ever.
Yeah.
He has the voice of a superstar. And you
mad humble as well. Like, man, what a
he's
guy.
amazing. Just like drinks soup and stuff.
See, like we both smiled the same way when we mentioned his name. But man, listen, it's been incredible.
And Alex too.
Shout out to Alexander Kristic. We're running a bit out of time, but I want you to play something for us. And as we're setting up, what can you play for us right now?
Let's bring it back to the first release, man. I know you took a personal favorite of yours.
I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaymie Deville rocked the show today. What a guy and what an artist. Truly passionate. Like that's what I say. Truly passionate. We got to know him a little bit throughout this Catch a Vibe. Jaymie Deville, take it away, my brother, right here on Pulse 95 Radio.
I hope this Bluetooth thing seems like it's flashing, so it might cut out. But if it does, guys, we'll cut it short.
That's funny. Okay. It's Jaymie Deville, ladies and gentlemen. Catch a vibe. Take it away.
I gotta find another way out. I gotta find another way.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta find a way to say, baby, it's not you. Don't know if I can live without you. I wonder if I should keep trying. No way that I can find someone who loves me quite like you do. How many times do we gotta feel nothing just to feel something real that's good and pure? How many times do we gotta feel nothing, big ass, just to feel something real that's good and pure? It's your favorite part now, yeah? Cause she don't see what is wrong with me. She don't see how it's gotta be. What I need is right in front of me. Post 95 and right in front of me. Now I'm gonna mess it up. I gotta find another way out. Another way, babe. I gotta find a way to say, baby, it's not you. Said, baby's creeping up on me. And body's bumping through the middle of the night. Wonder why you feel so right. Wonder how you fit so tight.
Oh, wow.
And don't you turn your back on me. You know my heart and head are in a little fight. Wonder why you feel so right. We just need a little more time. How many times do we gotta feel nothing?
Dang, come on, man.
Just to feel something, something real that's good and pure.
Oh, wow.
How many times we gotta feel nothing? Babe, I just wanna feel something, something real that's good and pure.
This is JD, ladies and gentlemen, Jaymie Deville. Ladies and gentlemen,
We're just having fun here.
Yes,
Nothing serious.
What a way to end obviously today's episode. Jaymie, I want to say thank you so much. Any last words you'd like to say?
Peace and love, guys. Make sure you guys love each other. This is the time to love each other. That's all I can say.
I love that. And go check out Night Mode EP, right?
Yeah, baby.
Listen, what do we end with? What's the track we play to end with? Do we play These Nights?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
See if you guys can catch the sample. I've tried to test out Big House with this one. He said it's on the tip of his tongue. Try and guess the sample, guys.
What's the sample?
I think 2003.
Uh-huh.
It's a vegetable. The artist.
The artist is a vegetable? Man, it's on the tip of my tongue.
2003.
But anyway, listen, if you catch the sample, text us 4215 and I'll tell Jaymie. But right now, we're gonna end with this. These Nights, Jaymie Deville, out of his EP Night Mode. Thank you so much, Jaymie. You're incredible, man.
Yeah, bro, thank you so much, man.
Peace and love. Shout out to you. Shout out to Australia. Man, oh man. Jaymie Deville, one of the good souls, man. One of the good-hearted people and an incredible guy. We'll see you guys tomorrow in a new episode. These Nights, Jaymie Deville, Pulse 95 Radio. Thank you so much, man. Have a good night.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go.
These nights don't seem right.